Hey everyone. So I am specifically talking to the American consumers right now, and I'm here to tell you guys all the reasons why it's just much more convenient, healthier, cheaper, and just overall better to make your own food at home and to avoid fast food as much as possible. Today we will be making some breakfast, specifically Quaker oats, right? Along with some protein, cinnamon, and one banana. So today this is Andrew's healthy breakfast. First start off by starting the stopwatch to see how long it takes to make this breakfast, all right? And it's much more convenient to use a kettle. So if you have a kettle, I recommend using a kettle. So you first put some water in there. Doesn't have to be too much, just enough to, depends on how much oatmeal you're gonna use. I'm gonna use 1 cup of oatmeal today. And I think that'll be enough water to boil. So you first start the kettle, and then as you wait for that to boil, you can start scooping the oatmeal. I'm going to be using 1 cup. Put it in the bowl, then basically just wait for the kettle. Then you add some of the water, right? And then you just wait for it to all settle, like that. So while it's cooking, I thought we could look at some other stuff that like McDonald's has, you know? Like this right here. The big breakfast at McDonald's, right? 760 calories with 26 grams of protein and 1,530 milligrams of sodium. Let's look at something else. Let's look at something maybe a bit healthier. The Egg McMuffin. 310 calories with 17 grams of protein, 770 milligrams of sodium. What about something else? Let's look at the fruit and maple oatmeal at McDonald's. 320 calories with 6 grams of protein, 18 grams of added sugars, and 150 milligrams of sodium. So, yeah, that's what breakfast looks like at fast food restaurants. Another thing to keep in mind is the price of the food. Specifically, the oatmeal is what we'll be looking at. $2.39 for the McDonald's oatmeal, all right? And I will soon show you guys what our oatmeal is going to come down to in terms of nutrition and price. Before I do that, it's time to add the last few ingredients to this thing. So we take 1 scoop of protein powder, put it in there, mix it around a bit, and this is going to add just so much more protein to oatmeal, which is really great for breakfast. And it's something that a lot of fast food chains do not have in their food. Like you guys saw the other oatmeal, barely had any at McDonald's. Oh, then you add a bit of cinnamon to that, mix it around a bit. Then the best part of oatmeal, in my opinion, is the banana, right? Take it, or peel it, then you cut it a bit, like this. And you keep doing that until it's cut on all the way through. Then once you got that, just put all the pieces in the bowl like that. Roll around a bit again, like that. It's hard to do it with one hand. But yeah, then once you do that, then you got yourself a nice bowl of oatmeal that's very nutritious and it's probably gonna taste great. But first, let's see how long it actually took to make the oatmeal. That's about 7 minutes right there, which probably about the same amount of time, maybe a little more, maybe a little less than waiting in line at McDonald's in a busy morning. So yeah, and it's so much more nutritious. And well, first let's taste it, or I'll taste it. The oatmeal tasted pretty good. But how does it compare to the other fast food options, price-wise and nutrition-wise? Well, I actually already did all the calculations right here based off the nutrition labels, and these are all Walmart prices because I bought all this stuff at Walmart. So we'll first start off by looking at the price. I took all the portion sizes and did the calculations. That bowl of oatmeal comes down to $1.20. And as for the calories, protein, sodium, and added sugar, that is a total of 573 calories, 41 grams of protein, 160 milligrams of sodium, and 0 grams of added sugar. Again, compared to the McDonald's oatmeal, 6 grams of protein compared to our 41 grams, 18 grams of added sugars compared to our 0 grams, and since ours is 573 calories compared to the 320 here, we just have a larger portion size, which does account why our sodium is a bit higher, but even that, sodium's not that bad for you, especially not in that small amount. You should probably actually have more sodium than that. That's just one example of a food that you can make at home. And you know, there's so many other foods that you can make. I mean, that oatmeal, that's just one. And again, $1.20 for that oatmeal, you really can't beat the price, you know? I mean, an average cost of like one item at like McDonald's is like between $2 to $3. $1.20, that's crazy. It really is. And you get a lot more nutrition for that price, because, you know, even fast food, it's meant to be somewhat cheap. You know, they want the consumers to buy it, but in order to make it cheap, they gotta use these really low quality ingredients. And you know, I use like pretty average ingredients, and it still beat the price of the fast food. And another thing with the fast food being made of low quality ingredients is all that sugar and trans fat and stuff, it's really gonna keep you sluggish throughout the day. So why eat that whenever you could eat at home and eat like more cost-effective food that is going to keep you much more energetic throughout the day? So yeah, eat healthy and live your best life.